And if I don't like it, I can return it. No questions asked.
All right, we are live. What's going on, everyone? I am Double D, and welcome back to my NASCAR watch party. And this will be the last race of the round of 16. 4 drivers will be eliminated. Only 12 will advance. What's going to happen tonight? Are we going to see an upset? Are we going to see dominance? It's Bristol, baby. What's going on, everyone? I am Double D, and welcome to my live stream. The final round of 16, the final race of 16 is tonight. And it's really going to be interesting to see who's going to be eliminated, who advances, and who's going to take control of this race. Bristol, half-mile short track, the fastest short track in the world. It's going to be a lot of bumping and running, a lot of close racing. Remember back in the spring, we had a bunch of tire wear go crazy here at Bristol. Denny Hamlin won that race. But we're going to see what's going to happen tonight. I feel like tonight is going to be a crazy night. By the way, we're on commercial right now, so they just fired the engine, so we'll start up the race soon. But I'm ready for this race. It's going to be exciting. All right, my race. I'm going to put in my race winner prediction.
They said you put a price on it, but they don't know what the heck they're talking about. It's now $1.99 at soccer. Case I'll grab some more.
There we go. So yeah, I have Christopher Bell winning this race. Great at the short tracks. Won at a short track this year. He won at New Hampshire. And he's in a Joe Gibbs car. Usually Joe Gibbs are fast at these short tracks. And it's one of Christopher Bell's best tracks too, Bristol Motor Speedway. So I have a good idea that I think he's going to win this race today. Let's see. We're about to get started soon. We're about to get going soon. By the way, Alex Bowman is starting first with his teammate Kyle Larson second.
It takes so much to win at Bristol. That's why a win here means so much. You know, NASCAR Pit Series was founded on Saturday night short track racing. So there is no better place to hold a come up race with the pedals than the night race at Bristol. 500 demanding, exhausting, and frustrating laps. This short track has a long history of breaking drivers' hearts. And tonight,
all right, we're about to go through the starting grid for today's race. As everybody's getting those cars off of pit road. Here we go. So it's 3 Hendrick drivers starting 1, 2, 3. Alex Bowman first. TV maybe a little low. Okay, there we go. So we got Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson, 1, 2. William Byron, third. Martin Truex Jr., 4th. Chase Briscoe, 5th. Christopher Bell, 6th. My pick to win. 7th, with a great qualifying run, Carson Hocevar. 8th, Denny Hamlin, who's below the cutoff line, who needs to have a good run today. 9th, Corey LaJoie, and 10th, my favorite driver, Chase Elliott. And then 11th, we got Bubba Wallace. 12th, Ross Chastain. 13th, Ty Gibbs. Also someone battling around the bubble line who needs to advance. 14th, Ryan Preece. 15th, the regular season champion, Tyler Reddick. 16th, Noah Gragson. 17th, Chris Buescher. 18th, Michael McDowell. 19th, Alex Bowman. 20th, the Atlanta winner, Joey Logano, who has already advanced to the round of 12. 21st, Daniel Hemrick. 22nd, the defending champion from last year, Ryan Blaney. And then you got 23rd, Brad Keselowski, who is also trying to look his way in to advancing to the next round. 24th, you got Todd Gilliland. 25th, Josh Berry. 26th, Justin Haley. 27th, Austin Cindric, who is actually doing pretty well this round. 28th, John Hunter Nemechek, and 29th, Kyle Busch. Rough qualifying for Kyle Busch, but he has won so many races here, he'll be in contention to win this race, I bet. And then 30th, Austin Dillon. And the rest of the cars, we got Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Eric Jones, Zane Smith, Harrison Burton, who needs something to happen for him to advance to the next round. And then 35th, Daniel Suarez, who also needs to climb up through the field. And then your last two, Cosgrella and Josh Balicki. Ready to get this race going. It's going to be exciting. So, yeah, Ty Gibbs is the last one above the cutoff line. The ones below, Hamlin, Kozlowski, Truex Jr., and Harrison Burton. Stream may be a little bit behind, but at least you guys will see my reaction to it. But yeah. Excited for Bristol. Bristol is one of my favorite tracks. It's going to be an exciting night. I can feel it. A night race as well. It's going to be exciting seeing the playoff drivers who started in the back have to climb their way up to the front. And all of the close racing that will be for 500 laps and 500 miles. Well, I think 500 laps because technically it's like a half mile every lap. So, yeah, it's going to be exciting. So, yeah, so notable drivers to watch for this race. So, Kyle Larson, definitely a driver to watch. He won here back in 21. Martin Truex Jr., strong here at Bristol. Christopher Bell is also a driver to watch. Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin has won the last two races at Bristol. And another driver to watch, Kyle Busch. Starting in 29th, so he's going to try to climb his way to the front to see if he can win this race to keep his one race a year streak up. My prediction, I'll tell you the prediction of the final four who I think will be eliminated. So I have Harrison Burton being eliminated. I have who else did I have? I had Cindric getting eliminated, but he's doing well in the points right now. I had Ty Gibbs getting eliminated. And I also had Suarez getting eliminated. But there's a few drivers that I picked that are actually doing really well. So, and also, Martin Truex Jr. is also a driver to watch that he must do well. This is his final season, final full-time season. He can compete for a championship. So we're going to have to see how he does today. And they're giving the one to go, so racing's about to start. I am hyped. This is going to be exciting. As long as Chase Elliott doesn't get crashed out on lap one, I'll be excited this entire time. All right. 500 laps, a big number, but they go pretty quick around this track. Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson, side by side. That green flag's in the air. We are underway. Bowman pulls out and goes to the inside. Truex also passed Larson on the outside. And we're already going to have lap one complete. That's Alex Bowman is your leader. Christopher Bell on the outside line is also trying to make his way to the front. While Larson trying to get his spot back from Martin Truex Jr. And he does. But Truex did gain a position on the start. He passed William Byron right there. That seems like most of the drivers are using the inside right now. Some of them are trying that outside. I'm sure throughout this race, different grooves will be used for sure. And a caution's out already. What's the caution for? John Hunter Nemechek going the wrong way, spun around, and the caution is out on only lap 5. All right, so already caution. Let's see what happens to him. Yeah, his car just went around into the wall. Got loose and couldn't control the car after that as he went for a spin. I see he touched the wall. Looked like a couple of laps before, even a lap before. That made his car really loose and he spun around. Bristol's known for a lot of cautions, though. So this may be a long night. All right, so we're under commercial break. So right now, as we look at your top 10, we got Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson, Martin Truex Jr., William Byron, Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe. Top 6 are championship contender drivers. 7th, Carson Hocevar. 8th, Denny Hamlin. 9th, Corey LaJoie. And 10th place, Bubba Wallace. And just outside top 10 is Chase Elliott in 11th. I think he started 12th, so he gained a position on that start.
Sleep through the night by minimizing wake ups, so you can minimize the middle of the night social media rabbit hole. On those nights you're wanting to spiraling instead of sleeping, sleep more, spiral less. Nature. There's nothing like a wet frost.
Yeah, we're still under commercial break.
Wait, what? The one and only Frosty is a buck. Got it.
Hey guys, how we feeling? You ready? Hey, Adams Elementary. Go Rams.
Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, a caution came out for one of the Legacy Motor Club cars spinning, which was John Hunter Nemechek, and we are still under yellow early in the Bristol night race. Final race at around the 16th.
His father, John A. Morris, a decorated veteran who proudly served in World War II,
right, we got drivers choosing lanes. We're about to get going on lap 11. So Alex Bowman picks the outside. So we got Alex on the outside, Kyle on the inside. Or Alex Bowman and Kyle Larson. And here we go. Green flags back in the air. Bowman with another great start. And Truex trying to get that better restart on the outside. But Larson sticking to it on the bottom, and he completes the pass again. So Bowman still leads. Larson's in second. And Bell drops back to 6th, being passed by Chase Briscoe. Well, a long race to go still. Ty Gibbs trying to use different lines to try to make his way to the front. Yeah, right now it's the points run. Truex is in, and Hamlin is out. Yeah, I expect the Joe Gibbs cars to do well here. As Gibbs just made a pass on Chase Elliott, I believe. Yeah, right now Corey LaJoie running 10th. It was announced this week that he is swapping. Well, I lost the word there. He's swapping rides with Justin Haley. Justin Haley will be at Spire, and Corey LaJoie will be at Rick Ware Racing, starting next week at Kansas. But right now, Corey LaJoie runs 10th. So right now, your top 10. Your top 10 is Bowman, Larson, Truex Jr., Byron, Briscoe. Just cut off. Hocevar, Bell, Wallace, Hamlin, and Corey LaJoie, your top 10. As Bowman is already caught up on lap traffic. Larson's not that far from Bowman either.
The teams have improved it, the drivers understand it, but it's still in the back of everyone's mind. It's in the back of my mind. Only 28 laps into the race. We still have 98 to go in this stage. Can this pace around the bottom, can this tire withstand this pace? And we didn't see the issues in practice, right? Nothing. But they didn't.
Yeah, pretty much the gap is about 3 car lengths between Bowman and Larson. 1 and 2 on lap 30 of 125 in this first stage. As Kyle Busch has actually lost 5 spots since the restart. I'm telling you, RCR is just awful this year. Kyle Busch, even at his best track, is losing positions on lap 30. Yeah, Kyle Busch got into the wall a little bit. Not his night so far. Here we go. Larson getting closer and closer to Alex Bowman. Seems like drivers are merging up to the high line because the tires are starting to wear now. And Larson is now getting closer to Alex Bowman. He should be side by side with him, and he is. Larson's going to take the lead into turn 2, and he will clear Alex Bowman. So new leader, Kyle Larson. I do not need Kyle Larson to dominate because I did pick Christopher Bell this week. So yeah, Lars is starting to go through lap traffic now. He's passing the lapped car of John Hunter Nemechek. Or trying to, at least. Larson does not have a preferred line. The outside car does. But you want to be on the outside if you want to be on the long run and gain positions. That's pretty much everybody's running the bottom now. As Truex is in 3rd place at the moment. Trying to run down Alex Bowman for 2nd place. I wouldn't mind if Truex does well and wins tonight. Because I at least wanted to see him win in his final season. Yeah, here we go. Larson trying to get through lap traffic, and Bowman is already back on his bumper. Truex not that far behind either. Yeah, Larson kind of moved John Hunter Nemechek out of the way. He's still battling with John Hunter Nemechek. And Larson finally gets past John Hunter Nemechek. See what happens here. Yeah, Larson got into John Hunter Nemechek a little bit. A little bit of rubbing, but we're going to see a lot of that this race. And we're on commercial break.
Registry won't replace breast milk for 7 reasons. It is not for asthma. Let your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Registry more than prescribed. Registry may increase your risk of depression, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if there's some breathing, chest pain, mouth, or tongue.
I'm going to be mad if Larson dominates and I didn't pick him this week.
Introducing the Love Turn Collection. At Ashley, dining furniture is made for all of life's moments. Be ready for every occasion with a table that extends and instantly elevates any space. Discover looks make your moments big and small. Only at Ashley.
Use 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5. That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal.
That's my team out.
If our network goes down, lives are at stake.
Our comms have to work.
For the mission won't.
That's why I partnered with Verizon Frontline, the network that truly prioritizes first responders.
Yeah, so we're still on commercial break. I'm going to look at your top 10. So we got Larson Bowman, Martin Truex Jr., William Byron, Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe, Carson Hocevar, Denny Hamlin, Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs. Your top 10. LaJoy is in 11th. Chase Elliott is in 12th. Logano's right behind him in 13th. Still a long race to go.
If you want to go to the run your screen, scan it now and get charged up during the NASCAR playoffs with a chance to win an all-electric 2024 Ford F-150 Lightning Flash. Visit NASCAR.com/Ford Playoffs promo to enter. And good luck as we welcome you back.
So we're back from commercial break, and Larson is still leading. And he has extended that gap on Alex Bowman with about 70 laps to go in this stage. He's already lapping Todd Gilliland.
This crucial playoff race, a little lower up in the playoff standings than where he would like with what went down at Watkins Glen last weekend and the big crash in Atlanta.
You got Truex Jr. now battling through lap traffic. He gets past Stenhouse pretty easy. As right now, Truex is +4 above the cutoff line, and right behind him is Ty Gibbs, the first driver out. Tell you something. Hamlin, Keselowski are going to need and Briscoe need a big night if they're going to advance.
He would love to first advance out of this round. He's going to have a really good night to do that tonight. I love this right here. This is the camera angle taking a peek. We got a peek on a fuel pit boxes. That's James Small right there, hand up on the headset, talking to either his team.
Yeah, Truex trying to get closer to Alex Bowman to try to pass him for a second.
This week, fully engaged to make these playoffs and this playoff run continue in his last full-time season in Cup. See right here, Kyle Larson. He is caught. Daniel struggling.
And Daniel Suarez struggling with his car is about to get lapped by Kyle Larson. Suarez is running 31st, by the way, and if he wants to try to gain positions, he's got to keep Larson from passing him. And he's trying to put that car as much places as he can, but it's not going to work as Larson is going to pass him on the outside and put him, the first car, one lap down.
You mentioned Suarez. A little surprised he didn't move up to the top, Marty. That's what a 5 really looks to me. I thought that'd be more defensive.
Deep they asked him a couple of laps ago, can you try to run the top? That's what Larson was thinking of all this time. And he said, I just can't run the top. I don't know what to tell you. I thought the last few rounds would be a
So Suarez is only 1 point above the cutoff line, tied with Martin Truex Jr. Hamlin only 4 points behind, Keselowski 38 points behind, and Harrison Burton 47 points behind. Burton is in a must-win situation going into this race. Keselowski just got to gain spots.
Well, unfortunately, when you have speed like the 99 currently has, it's no longer in your hands. And you need other drivers to not perform at their best. He's currently 1 point above because he's running in the 31st position. If that's all they can muster, it's not an effort. They're trying. But if that's all they can muster, then they need help. You never want to depend on other drivers to kind of give you points. You want to go out and hurt yourself. By the way, as you see a good screen.
Yeah, Larson getting closer to Kyle Busch, too, to put him a lap down. As Bell is in a battle with Chase Briscoe for 5th place. Briscoe trying to run that outside, and Bell is staying on that inside. Honestly, it seems like to me right now, if you have the best car, the outside line is the preferred line to be on the long runs. But some of them hanging in there on the inside, trying to make ground. Yeah, so Suarez, I believe, is the only playoff driver 1 lap down at the moment. But Burton is not that far in front of Kyle Larson. Burton could go a lap down as well. And Keselowski is not having a good race either. Side by side with Burton in the back. He's one of those drivers that need a good race as well. He needs to keep from getting passed from Kyle Larson if he wants to gain more positions in this race. But yeah, I just don't want Larson to dominate this race. I did not pick him in fantasy this week. I don't want him to win. Please. Kyle Busch staying on that outside to try stay ahead of Larson, but Larson is gaining a lot on that inside. His car is just better at the moment. So let's go for your top 10. So we got Larson, Bowman, Truex Jr., William Byron, Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe, Denny Hamlin, Ty Gibbs, Wallace, and Carson Hocevar staying consistent in the top 10. I'm telling you, Hocevar has had some pretty good runs this year, and he's showing one tonight in 10th. The two Kyles are side by side now. Can Kyle stay ahead of Larson and stay on the lead lap? He's going to have to pass a lot of cars on the outside if he's going to have to lap them. And they're going to commercial break on USA. So I'll take a look at NASCAR.com to keep an eye on the scoreboard. So yeah, positions are pretty much the same. The last car on the lead lap is Eric Jones. So Kyle Busch has yet to be lapped yet. Yeah. I mean, I thought at least Kyle Busch could try to battle his way back to the front, but his car is just handling not good at all. It's like RCR is a complete different team from what they were last year. Last year they were winning races and even made it to the round of 12, I think. Or did he get eliminated in the first round? I think he got eliminated in the first round. I'm not sure. But nonetheless, Kyle Busch made it to the playoffs. And he has it this year. They looked good for the last few races besides Watkins Glen, where he got in a couple of wrecks. In this one, he's not doing well in the back. So I hope RCR turns it around. Maybe Kyle Busch gets a win this season. We'll have to see. But right now, Larson is still your leader, and pretty much the top 10 is still the same. And Kyle Busch just went a lap down, so he is the first car 1 lap down. He got passed by Kyle Larson, who is in the lead, who has led most of the laps. Alex Bowman led a little bit. We've only had 1 caution so far. Now it's for John Hunter Nemechek, who spun around on his own after hitting the wall. So yeah, a long night to go at Bristol, but I am excited. If you're watching this, comment who you think is going to win this race. In the chat, I have Christopher Bell winning this race. Known to be one of his best tracks, I have a feeling he's going to win tonight. And they're back from commercial break. So riding on board Denny Hamlin on USA. All right. I don't know why the quality is not as good on it. There we go. There you go. It updated. So right now, we're on lap 88 of 500. And I believe Larson's still in the lead. Kyle Busch was just lapped, as I said. And Chase Briscoe and Christopher Bell are battling for 5th place. Have not got separated from each other that much. But Bell has closed in on William Byron, trying to pick up a spot for 4th place. Other than that, top 10 is pretty much the same. I don't expect the drivers to race that aggressive in the beginning of the race. You definitely got to make it till the end if you're trying to make it into the next round. Yeah, Denny Hamlin, I think either just got past Ty Gibbs. I think he did. He's about to pass Chase Briscoe. He's getting closer to him. So a lot of action battling in the top 10 as Christopher Bell's making a move on William Byron. And he cannot clear. They make a little bit of contact up front. But they're still side by side. I'm surprised USA didn't notice that. That was kind of significant. But Bell's got the inside. Byron's got the outside. They are really close to each other. None of them are giving anything. But yeah, that's the thing about Bristol. Sometimes you're stuck side by side for about a few laps. And that's showing with some of these cars around here. But pretty much, Kyle Larson is separated from the field, and the rest of them are battling each other. Oh, darn it, I missed. I'll pick that up after the stage ends. So Larson is a second ahead of Alex Bowman. Truex is 2.5 seconds behind Larson. And basically the rest of the field is right behind Truex Jr. Here we go. Larson's trying to battle Brad Keselowski now. Keselowski's trying to keep himself on the lead lap. Using that outside. He's in 27th. He's one of those bubble drivers. He cannot go a lap down. He's trying to fight for his life to stay on the lead lap. But Larson just has a better car on the bottom. Or some or look like they're struggling on the bottom. But Larson is not. But he's still side by side with Keselowski. Keselowski's not giving up. There's about a little more than 25 laps to go on this stage. Those laps go by pretty quick here at Bristol. So right now the first car 1 lap down is Kyle Busch. The drivers that are 1 lap down so far are Kyle Busch, And the two playoff drivers that are one lap down is Harrison Burton and Daniel Suarez. They need good runs if they're going to advance, and they are not pulling out good runs. Larson trying to slide up, but he couldn't, and Keselowski's still hanging on the outside. And Christopher Bell just passed Truex Jr. We're trying to battle him for third. They're not showing it because they're trying to show Keselowski keep his lap. But Larson's got a strong car on the inside. And he does clear because, he didn't clear Keselowski there. Tried to slide up and he couldn't. I think he should clear him this corner. And he does. So Larson puts Keselowski a lap down. Larson having a dominant performance right now in stage 1. And they went to commercial break, but they're showing side by side. So Truex has gotten past Byron. I believe Bell has gotten past Byron too. So right now, we got Larson, Alex Bowman, Christopher Bell, and Martin Truex Jr. and William Byron, your top 5. 6, Denny Hamlin. 6 is Chase Briscoe. 7th is Denny Hamlin. 8th is Ty Gibbs. 9th is Bubba Wallace. And Chase Elliott is back in the top 10. So there we go. Chase Elliott is in the top 10. That's what I wanted. I want Chase to have a good run. I won one race. It's been since Texas since he's won a race. If Truex doesn't win a race or if Bell doesn't win a race, I definitely want my favorite driver, Chase Elliott, to win. I'd be thrilled. But right now, it seems like most of the drivers are just trying just to survive this stage, trying to stay on the lead lap. And 3 of the playoff drivers have unable to stay on the lead lap, which are Keselowski, Daniel Suarez, and Harrison Burton. Not having good runs right now. It's looking like now they're going to have to play some strategy to have their race go their way. I mean, you can get wave rounds, but you could lose 2 laps, and it's harder to make up 2 laps here. And if you have a problem and pit under green, you'll lose a lot of laps here because the times go by really fast. You're about like 14 to 15 seconds lap time. Right now on USA, they're showing Ty Gibbs trying to battle on the bottom to pass Denny Hamlin. Ty Gibbs still can't get it done, and Hamlin hangs on the top, but he has to check up for Chase Briscoe and a lap car. Ty Gibbs is side by side with Denny Hamlin. But Hamlin moves to the bottom. Smart move by him. Having to deal with that lap traffic. A little bit tight between Briscoe and Hamlin. Hamlin got loose. Oh, man. Lap traffic is causing some drivers to have to do a lot more work around this track. Right now, only 11 laps to go in stage 1. And Briscoe and Hamlin are rubbing each other. And Ty Gibbs, they are 3 wide. And Ty Gibbs had to check up. Smart move of checking up on that lap car there. But they're still 3 wide. Man, we got a battle here for 6th place. With a lot of drivers hungry for playoff points here. Or stage points, I should say. You can only get a playoff point if you're first. But pretty much tight throughout the top 10, besides where Larson and Bowman is. Ty Gibbs on that bottom, trying to pass Briscoe and Denny Hamlin. But Gibbs just cannot get the traction off of the bottom. And here we go, Hamlin through the middle, and so is Briscoe. 3 wide, really tight between the lap car and Ty Gibbs. But they keep getting through it, because there's still only 7 laps to go in stage 1. So yeah, Larson's first. He's about to lap Austin Dillon. How much will Austin Dillon fight though? That's the question. Yeah, still 6. Ty Gibbs still trying that bottom. And Briscoe pretty much, I guess, saying, okay, I got to make it to the end of the stage. Don't want to wreck it. Because remember, Briscoe is one of those drivers that started a race below the cutoff line, and now he's above the cutoff line. So you don't necessarily have to win this race. You just got to make sure you stay out of trouble. For most drivers. So we got about 4 laps to go. So right now, Denny Hamlin is tied with Ty Gibbs. Tiebreaker goes to Denny Hamlin in 12th. So right now, the 4 drivers that could be eliminated if the race ended right now would be Ty Gibbs, Martin Truex Jr., Brad Keselowski, and Harrison Burton. I mean, Keselowski and Burton, they did not bring their best today. Truex is running in the top 10, but others are just running better for him to not be in the round of 12. But final lap, Larson trying to make another lap to win stage 1. Coming out of turn 3 and 4. Kyle Larson's going to get a stage point and win stage 1. Bowman, Bell, Martin Truex Jr., William Byron, your top 5 there. Hamlin, Briscoe, Ty Gibbs, Chase Elliott, and Bubba Wallace. So it seems like only one driver did not in the playoffs got in the top 10 there to get points. So, Kyle Larson, your stage winner there. Yuck. I want someone else to be up there battling him. I think pretty much as the race progresses, you may see that. But long race to go. We still got stage 2 and stage 3. Long night to go at Bristol. Well, I'm going to go get me a drink. I'll be right back. Picking up my water bottle from earlier.
Guys, how you feeling? You ready? Hey, Adams Elementary. Go Rams.
All right, I am back.
This is not just food. You guys ready to put some side?
Yeah.
Okay, we go get them, all right?
This is a neighborhood town. Scheduled flu and COVID-19.
So yeah, we're still under commercial break. So if you're just tuning in, Kyle Larson won stage 1. We've only had 1 caution. That's an on-stage so far. That was John Hunter Nemechek spinning on lap 5 around by himself to brought out the caution. And Kyle Larson has pretty much lapped half the field. Dominating. Like crazy. So we got your top 10 again. Larson, Bowman, Christopher Bell, Martin Truex Jr., William Byron, Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, Ty Gibbs, Chase Elliott, and Bubba Wallace. Let's look where your playoff drivers are running. So we got Larson, Bowman, Christopher Bell, Truex. I'm not going to repeat that because I already said that top 10. Ryan Blaney's running 11th. 14th, Joey Logano. 19th, Tyler Reddick. 21st place, Austin Cindric. Brad Keselowski in 27th. 29th, Harrison Burton. And 30th, Daniel Suarez. Keselowski, Burton, and Suarez are the only ones 1 lap down at the moment. So we're about to see green flag pit stops soon. Honestly, think it's going to take a good stop to keep Larson from winning. Truex had to lock up there getting on pit road. Hopefully he didn't speed. Hold on. Bell away with a 9.5 second stop. Briscoe with a slow stop. Larson pretty much the same speed there. But remember, there's two side pit road on Bristol. There's one on the back straightaway and one on the front stretch. As Hamlin and Truex are now pinning, and so is Alex Bowman. Hamlin is away with a 9.8 second stop. Truex is away with a 9.4 second stop. And Bowman still pitting. And he is away. Larson wins the race off pit road. Christopher Bell picks up a spot on Alex Bowman. Truex Jr. in fourth, Byron in fifth. Gibbs picked up 2 spots. So some gained and some lost out of the pits there. So Larson remains the leader. Man, Larson. Looks like it's going to be one of those nights. But there has been some races where Larson there has been some times where Larson has dominated a race and has not won the race. But sometimes he does win a race and dominates. So you just got to keep watching. So look at your top 10. Yeah, so we got Larson, Bell, Bowman, Truex, William Byron, Ty Gibbs, Eddie Hamlin, Bubba Wallace, Chase Briscoe, and Chase Elliott, your top 10. Briscoe had a really slow stop, and he lost a couple of positions. The racing's just going to get more and more entertaining. We're on commercial breaks, so none of you are missing anything. All right.
This industry is called show business. Right now, became a show and business.
So right now I'm checking to see what social media has to say about this race so far. Phone is kind of slow. That has to be, I mean, there's no way that Spider tweeted that. There's no way they tweeted that. That's funny if they did. Yeah, so my pick, Christopher Bell, is already up to second, so he's working his way to the front. He was third when the stage ended, but he gained a spot on pit stops. So I believe the last car on the lead lap was Daniel Hemrick, so he has to start. Oh, Ty Gibbs. It's too fast exiting for Ty Gibbs. He's going to start in the back. He's still in the lead lap, but he's going to have some work to do now. So he pretty much sped in one of the timing lines. So Ty Gibbs, along with Daniel Hemrick, are going to be the last cars on the lead lap in the back for this restart. Kozlowski is the first car one lap down, I believe. No, it's actually Eric Jones. Yeah, for those playoff drivers, not a good race for them so far. Green flags in the air. And it seems like Bell is side by side with Kyle Larson. Bell is really sticking it to Larson, but Larson clears him in the back straightaway. Bell was really giving Larson a run for his money side by side for about a half a lap, but Larson maintains the lead. So we got a different car in second, which is Christopher Bell. We're going to see what he can do. Can he possibly challenge Kyle Larson? Will anybody challenge Kyle Larson? We'll have to see. But Bubba Wallace, a non-playoff driver, is making his way through the field. He is in fifth, trying to battle, or he's in sixth right now, trying to get fifth, trying to pass William Byron. But it gets bunched up, and Hamlin passes on the outside. Bubba Wallace gets loose, and Hamlin pounces and gains a position. So yeah, these restarts are really hectic. So right now, your top 10. We got Larson, Bell, Truex Jr., Alex Bowman, Denny Hamlin, Byron, Wallace, Briscoe, Logano, and Chase Elliott. But Blaney just passed Chase Elliott for 10th. So a lot of playoff drivers racing aggressive, trying to grab those stage points to further themselves in the championship battle. But also, this is the last race of the round of 16. 4 drivers are guaranteed to get eliminated and only 12 to advance. And right now, Chase Briscoe is the last car that could advance +1 above the cutoff line. And now Suarez is tied with Truex. So pretty much positions are changing throughout. And honestly, I want to see Truex do well in this race. I want to see him advance. This is his last season, so I'll be happy if Truex does well. But if he doesn't, it is what it is. But right now, Larson in the lead with more than a half a second on Christopher Bell. I just think Larson just has a better car right now. I cannot stand Larson sometimes. Still a long race to go. We're still on lap 146 of 500. We're still in stage 2. There's also 125 laps in this stage, kind of like the first stage. It seems like the Penske cars are climbing through the field. Blaney and Logano are already in the top 10. It seems like this race, they didn't qualify well, but they're racing well, and they're showing it tonight. But Bell is starting to gain on Kyle Larson. He cut it down to a couple of tenths. 2 dirt aces are about to battle soon. But Hamlin knows that he's got to gain positions as he is closing in on Alex Bowman on the outside. And of course, some drivers are using that top line to try to gain positions on this long green flag run. There goes Denny Hamlin on the top. Can he get close to Alex Bowman? He should be able to this corner. He's going to get the run. Bowman slides up. Bowman still clears him at the moment. But Hamlin staying close. Oh, Bowman couldn't clear him that time as Hamlin is now going to battle Alex Bowman. Should clear him in a couple of laps. So by Hamlin passing Bowman for 4th place, he is 6 points above the cutoff line. Suarez, Gibbs, Keselowski, and Harrison Burton are the ones out at the moment. Funny story. I predicted Keselowski would make it to the round of 4, and he's about to get eliminated in the round of 16. This has just not been his round at all. So right now, Truex Jr. is the last car advancing +2 above the cutoff line. Suarez, the first car out, -2. But I say if Bell can stay in touch with Kyle Larson, he'll be able to battle him for the lead once he catch up to lap traffic. As you know, it's going to be difficult to pass lap traffic here. I think the field should just be thankful that Ryan Newman's not in this race because he used to be the GOAT of keeping drivers from passing him. It was hard for anyone to pass Ryan Newman at all whenever he was racing. Probably the closest driver to Ryan Newman is probably Ross Chastain. And Chastain's in 16. But we're on lap 33 and lap 125. Top 10 is pretty much the same as Hamlin. Seems like he's got a good car now trying to close in on Martin Truex Jr., but he has some work to do because he's a second ahead. Yeah, but you're pretty much going to see a lot of side-by-side racing and a lot of the points change throughout the night, which makes it really exciting, which I'm glad NASCAR made Bristol one of the elimination races in the playoffs. Seems like Larson has opened up the gap now. He is almost a second ahead of Christopher Bell. It just seems like Larson has the best car, as I said. It's annoying. Really annoying.
Looking to just stay in that really solid spot where he is in the playoffs at the moment. He's 7th in the standings. The Lumar Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. Sometimes you just don't want to make a man like Rick. You know, man, you don't have to be great or bad. And one of those nights that nobody feels you were there and it was good enough to advance. His teammate continues to dominate this event. Kyle Larson won.
Larson is... And he's dominating like the Saints did last week against the Cowboys. Just unstoppable. I guess you have a really good driver and really good equipment. That's what happens. And the favorite of the sport, too. NASCAR's favorite. Didn't say the fans' favorite. Chase Elliott is the fans' favorite. But yeah, we're in commercial break right now. So I'll take a look at NASCAR.com and see what's going on there. Pretty much the top 10 is still the same. So, yeah. Still a long race to go. We've already completed 168 laps. Still less than, we haven't made it to halfway yet. Halfway is at lap 250, so still got quite a bit to go at Bristol. But yeah, if you're watching, comment who you think is going to win this race. I have Christopher Bell. I think he's going to win this race. All right, Larson came up to lap traffic, and he's about to lap Suarez for the second time. If Suarez wants to gain more positions, he's got to fight Larson here. I met Suarez last year, and I met him this year. Nice guy. I hope he doesn't get eliminated either. Kyle Larson. Yeah, Larson's probably going to dominate. I would not be surprised if Larson wins this race. You know what? I know what Larson fans are going to do. They're going to be like, oh, man, we are so bad. Larson, champion 2024. But mind you, he's had 2 bad races. He didn't do his best at Atlanta, and he didn't do well at Watkins Glen. Bristol, he's dominating right now, but he has to finish this race if he's going to make it. Yeah, Suarez and Larson battling. Suarez trying to keep from going 2 laps down. But that car is literally a dump truck right now. And he cannot stay ahead of Kyle Larson. And Kyle Larson's going to lap him twice. Bowman still ahead of Chase Briscoe. He's in 5th place right now. Bowman's doing pretty good. A lot of people thought he's going to be the first one eliminated, but he's proven everybody wrong. So Larson is still about a little more than half a second ahead of Christopher Bell. But it seems like Bell's starting to gain now since Larson has gotten the lap traffic. The more the drivers that are trying to stay on the lead lap to keep from Bell, to keep from going a lap down, that's going to slow down Kyle Larson. That's going to help Christopher Bell get back to the lead. But Chase Briscoe, of course, the only Stewart-Haas car and a final Stewart-Haas car to be in the playoffs, is right now above the cutoff line. Stewart-Haas Racing closing his doors at the end of the season. Chase Briscoe's made it into the playoffs by winning the final regular season race at Darlington, and right now has had 2 good races not 2 good races. He didn't have a good race at Atlanta. He got crashed out. 1 good race at Watkins Glen. The best finishing playoff car of that race. And he's running in 6th place right now to stay above the cutoff line. But as we run, Suarez is above by 1 point and Truex is out by 1 point. Truex is in 4th. He just got to gain 1 position on Denny Hamlin if he wants to be in the playoffs. I think Suarez, he's trying to gain a position. But yeah, you can't be losing laps if you want to gain more positions to advance yourself into the next round. Yeah, so here we go. Bell still half a second behind Larson in lap traffic. Hamlin is closing. Hamlin, as I mentioned, has won the last 2 races here at Bristol, trying to close in on his teammate Christopher Bell to get 2nd place. But yeah, right now, there hasn't really been much cautions. There's only been 2 cautions. We've had not Christopher Bell. We had John Hunter Nemechek spin on lap 5, right out the caution. And then we had stage 1 in, and we've only had pretty much 2 cautions this entire race. But yeah, it seems like the best cars right now, if I had to rank them top 3, we got Larson, Hamlin, and Christopher Bell. I think those are the top 3 best cars right now. Because Larson's staying up front. Hamlin is charging, trying to get to the front. And Bell is doing well. So those are the top 3 best cars right now. Truex and Gibbs have been fast. The Gibbs cars have been fast. But since Gibbs got that penalty during pit stops under caution, he has not really gained much positions. And he is 18 behind and 14th in the point standings. So not a good race for Ty Gibbs so far. But it seems like quite a bit of separation between Bell and Denny Hamlin. Having a hard time trying to get past Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He's losing quite a bit of time. And finally, he passes Stenhouse. We got Larson. It seems like he's the best in traffic, too. Not just the best driver in clean air, the best driver in traffic. All right. So it looks like Chase Briscoe's trying to battle somebody in the top 5. He's passing Alex Bowman, so Chase Briscoe's now in the top 5. Yeah, it's pretty much mostly to all playoff drivers in the top 10 right now. All of them trying to run good. You get into the round of 16. By the way, it's been confirmed that Christopher Bell has advanced to the round of 12 by him getting a lot of stage points in stage 2, or stage 1, rather. He has advanced to the round of 12. The other drivers still got to advance, but there's probably going to be more drivers advancing to the round of 12, locking themselves in based on points. I think pretty much Larson has locked his way in by winning the stage. A long race to go. Let's look at NASCAR.com. Yeah, I'm turning on his onboard view. So if you're watching, how was your guys' day today? I say mine was pretty busy, but I'm excited to be here tonight watching this Bristol race. I think after this, there's only going to be 7 races left the entire season. We got the round of 12, the round of 8, and then the final race in the championship 4 at Phoenix. So only a few races left this season, and then it's all over. Hoping Chase Elliott can win it all, but you never know. I predicted William Byron would be the champion this year. We'll see if that holds up. Man, these commercial breaks are actually quick here. I applaud USA. So, yeah, 41 laps to go in stage 2. Larson has extended the gap to a second on Christopher Bell. But Denny Hamlin's not that far behind Christopher Bell. Let's see how Alex Bowman. Oh, Alex Bowman got into Josh Berry, and Josh Berry almost got into his teammate Chase Briscoe right there. Some of the drivers are not being as patient right now. We haven't really had a lot of caution so far, which is kind of shocking for Bristol. Yeah, the tires are supposed to wear quite a bit here at Bristol, but they haven't really because it's a night race. All I can say is, NASCAR, can you please fix the short track package? I beg you, because the short track racing has been boring so far. If it wasn't for Austin Dillon wrecking Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin at Richmond, that entire race would have been boring. Yeah, so the only non-playoff driver in the top 10 is Bubba Wallace in 8th place. Pretty much it's all playoff drivers through the top 10. So Byron not happy with his car. He's complaining about it being too tight. Yeah, a lot of cars are tight, not loose. Cars have not been that fast at all. Besides Kyle Larson, who is ahead by now 1.5 seconds. Yeah, pretty much Larson putting on a clinic so far. Yeah, a lot of teams are struggling. You just got to try to survive this race sometimes. Yeah, Suarez is 5 points ahead on a cutoff line, but he is 2 laps down now. He can't really gain much positions. So the others, like Truex Jr., Truex basically needs to gain. He needs to win this race if he's gonna get into playoffs. But yeah, Larson, only 20 laps to go in stage 2. Oh, Larson made a little contact with a lap car, Todd Gilliland, right there trying to get past him, and he finally does. He's trying to put Kyle Busch 2 laps down. Well, here, if I had to give advice to the other drivers that are not doing good right now, stage 2 is about to end. You're probably going to have a long green flag run with how stuff has been going. I'd try to throw everything, even the kitchen sink, stay out on strategy, and just try to hope for a caution that maybe would be in your favor. But because as you can see, Larson has the fastest car. So it doesn't look like you're going to beat him by pace tonight. It's going to be by strategy or luck. He's just that good. So you got to try something. But Bell and Hamlin are battling for second place. Bowman and Blaney are also battling behind Martin Truex Jr. for 7th, I believe. And Blaney's going to slide up in front of Bowman. So Blaney gains a position. Blaney is making moves for traffic, too, that others have not been doing. So, oh, Harrison Burton is slow. He may have a flat, and he's pitting. So, there's not going to be a caution. Oh, he's pulling it behind a wall. His championship hopes are over. Burton, who won at Daytona, was hoping to have a decent playoff run in his last season with Wood Brothers Racing, who is moving back to the Xfinity Series next year, is not going to advance. So Harrison Burton is out of the playoffs. But there's 2 other drivers on the field trying to make it to the playoffs. Power steering issue on Harrison Burton. But he can't really gain anything now because his race is pretty much over. Well, Larson is trying to put Keselowski 2 laps down. Less than 10 laps to go now. As Hamlin has gotten past Bell, so Hamlin is ahead by Bell by a 1.5 seconds. Oh, caution is out. Joey Logano with a flat tire. And that caution is out. Now Logano already advanced by winning at Atlanta, but he is in the wrong direction with a flat tire. I wonder what happened to him. You had to check up for Josh Berry, and he got hit from behind. Who was that? I tell you, that's Corey LaJoie again. Yeah, Chase Briscoe's not happy about that caution coming out. Yeah, pretty much the leaders are pitting. Kozlowski stays one lap down. Bell away with a 10-second stop, and Larson with a great stop. But Stewart's Haas's team on pit stops has been really slow, as Briscoe has only had a 12-second pit stop. Hamlin is away. Truex is also away with 9.8 seconds. And now Bowman. Yeah, so Larson, Hamlin, Truex Jr. gained 2 positions. Bell lost a position. Briscoe lost 2 positions. And Briscoe has also lost a couple positions. All right. So
So much greater than there. Easier to find what you want. All in one place.
My favorites. Sorry, I need to work. Mine's also working. I just need some more productions.
Never mind. Alan says your business vehicle is not covered with Progressive.
Exactly 24/7, just like your own.
Oh, that's great.
She didn't have just one time. Exactly.
You know, I heard that ground turkey is the healthiest food.
all right, I am back. So I just heard right before I left my room, Suarez stayed out. So that means he should get back on a lead lap. Or at least get one of his laps back. Not on the lead lap, excuse me. One of his laps back. Tyler Reddick stayed out. I think it's got to update. I don't think he's the leader. He may be. Yeah, Reddick stayed out. So we got Reddick, Larson, Truex Jr., Hamlin, Bubba Wallace, Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe, Alex Bowman, Chase Elliott, and Ryan Blaney, your top 10. All right, here we go. There's only a couple of laps till stage 2 ends, so maybe a good call for Tyler Reddick to gain some points here. Here we go. We're going to have 2 laps to go in stage 2. Reddick with a great restart. The green flag's back in the air. But Larson just has an awesome car. And Larson already ahead. Oh, man. Traffic jam between Reddick and all the others. And Larson's going to win stage 2. So Larson, Truex, Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, Christopher Bell, Bubba Wallace, Alex Bowman, Chase Briscoe, Ryan Blaney, and Chase Elliott gaining stage points. Pretty close racing by Reddick. I think it's worth it for Reddick. He just needed to get some stage points, so maybe some security to keep from. In case he has a bad run, he has a cushion now. So those stage points are important. But Kyle Larson wins another stage. Stage 2. So Larson has pretty much dominated the race. I just hate those type of races where just one driver dominates. It's not that exciting. Unless it's Chase Elliott, then it's really exciting. I've just been... I'm going to lie, this race has been pretty mid.
Including those that can send you to the hospital. So now, I look forward to more good days.
Registry won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Registry more than prescribed. Registry may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and
The race has
osteoporosis.
been
Call your doctor
mid.
for some breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about the rest.
I'm pretty mid. Well, I'm going to go P for Chevy. So I'll see you guys. I'll be right back.
This is my first shoot.
NBC Sports coverage of NASCAR on the USA is brought to you by Sonic, the free in Sonic. Progressive Insurance, say when you bundle auto, motorcycle insurance, visit progressive.com. Go bowling, go to gobowling.com. On 7th near you. And by Bass Pro Shops voted America's best outdoor retailer. 100,000 folks here tonight to witness the night race, the legendary night race here at Bristol Motor Speedway. So we're about to have a portion at the end of the second stage. And it's been an evening, a race dominated by Kyle Larson. 216 laps. His teammate and Henrik Motorsports. More positive news for the man who started on the floor. Alex Bowman.
All right, I am back. So Alex Bowman has officially advanced to the round of 12. So the only two drivers to advance by points so far is Christopher Bell and Alex Bowman. Larson's the leader. So Larson is the leader, but he's mathematically not. Well, Larson could have a chance of not making it because it could crash out. But the gamble for Tyler Reddick worked. He gained some stage points. So the only three drivers that have advanced so far to the playoffs or to the next round, Joey Logano, Christopher Bell, and Alex Bowman. So Reddick's made his pit stop, so let's look at your top 10 now. So we got Larson, Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Bubba Wallace, Alex Bowman, Chase Briscoe, Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, and William Byron. Your top 10. I just wish someone can challenge Kyle Larson, please. Because the race has been like super mid. Absolutely mid. I just hope NASCAR can fix their short track package, please. I mean, they fixed it with the tire wear at Bristol, but the tires aren't really wearing at all because it's dark and the temperature has changed. And with it being a colder track, tires aren't wearing much at all, and you're seeing not really much side-by-side racing. But honestly, I don't care how many people complain about us getting a caution with 2 laps to go. We need a caution with 2 laps to go so I can see Larson get screwed. Please. I'm tired of seeing him dominate.
Welcome back to Bristol. Bristol, this is the Mass Pro Shops. 9 race, America's 9 race at Bristol Motor Speedway. Starting caution for the stage break. Getting ready to resume racing at stage 3 going. Before we do that, let's check in with the caution. Well, before the end of the stage break, that caution with 3 to go.
All right. We're back from commercial break. Oh, let's see what happens.
See this year, the 19 pulls up alongside the 12. Ryan didn't take too kindly to that, and he had some thoughts to share on the radio afterwards.
So Ryan Blaney not happy with Martin Truex Jr. for pulling up past him. Anyways, your top 10 now is Larson, Truex Jr., Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Bubba Wallace, Alex Bowman, Chase Briscoe, Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, and William Byron, your top 10.
So interesting, Billy Scott saying, I hope you didn't do him any favor. So what's the line there, Steve, when you're kind of talking about the owner versus driver relationship here and how Denny Hamlin should race the car to the owners?
I mean, the line is take some more, take from the 11, take from the 54. Like, Tyler Reddick has to worry about the.
Yeah, Reddick's not really having a good race. If he crashes out, he could be eliminated. A regular season champion could be eliminated. That would be crazy. That'd be the equivalent of the first seed dominating the regular season and not making the playoffs. Kind of like the Dallas Cowboys last year. They weren't the first seed, but they did pretty well in the regular season. They won their division and still did not make it. And they got beaten by the team behind me, the Green Bay Packers. Anyways, Larson and Truex are side by side. Green flags in the air. Truex, with his last championship season, where he can try to win the championship, he is trying to stay close to Kyle Larson to see if he can win this race. But it's going to be a difficult task because Kyle Larson's car has been dominant the entire race. Hamlin has made up the third. Bubba Wallace is in fourth. Chase Briscoe trying to pass Bell now, and he does on the outside. Briscoe trying to battle as hard as he can to get into the playoffs. The next round of playoffs.
All these teams doing the same calculations as our graphics display. Not just where they're at points, but first who are we racing? How many positions do we need? That will become much clearer. But for right now, it's just run as well as you can until we at least get to our final pit stop.
Well, Larson hasn't really gotten that far away from Truex, though. Truex is still in striking distance. But Briscoe, Bumping Hamlin a little bit, trying to pass Hamlin. Briscoe, 3 points above the cutoff line, is trying to get past Denny Hamlin to gain another point. Hamlin on the outside, Briscoe on the inside. They are battling for fourth right now. Hamlin with the advantage.
Their championship run will be over. Hamlin, Briscoe, Bell, three guys who grew up racing Saturday night short tracks. It's going to play out tonight. Hamlin has done everything he can do tonight. We've documented the troubled playoffs run. He's right on board with thanks to Toyota.
So your top 10 right now, I'm going to look at NASCAR.com because NBC will show it. So right now it is Larson, Truex Jr., Bubba Wallace, Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Alex Bowman, Ross Chastain. Your top 10.
Difficult, but I think there's a lot of points for that team to go get. Considered on the bottom of the racetrack. He's 21 points to the good, and so he's just wanting no drama. He's not going to push this issue too hard. Oh, this is the second team. It's bottled up to the 66.
Ty Gibbs is trying to work his way through the field, battling Austin Cindric. But he still has to gain 15 more positions. A battle for 7 between Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney. Chase Elliott on the outside still has a good run. Just the question is, does anyone have the car to challenge Kyle Larson? We have not seen that yet out of any of these drivers right now. Honestly, I could probably turn off the TV right now and end this stream and Kyle Larson and just tell you that Kyle Larson's going to win this race. That's just how it's going right now. Stupid dominance. Here we go. Bell's trying to challenge Briscoe again. He's trying to pass him on the bottom, but Briscoe's got the run on the outside. Stays ahead of Bell at the moment.
Starting to get a bit of a clearer picture of where everybody is with all of their stage points. There's a lot of assumptions. The first big one is that we don't get a winner from below, not the 21 to 6, the 54 to 99. But we start to look at where we're at, focused on Chase Briscoe. Chase Briscoe and Danny Hamlin basically after the stages, we'll call them tied in points. So now who outruns one another between 14 and 11 within finish higher in points. So you have both of those guys tied and above the cut line. The 54 Ty Gibbs, Jeff. You said there are points to have. He's back at 18. Well, he is 4 points below Briscoe and Hamlin. So to beat those guys in the points, he's going to have to outrun both of them by 4 positions. A tall task if they continue to run 4th and 5th. The other issue is they fall back a little bit further. But that team of Truex.
So Ty Gibbs trying to get past Hocevar and Chris Buescher. I don't know. Some of these cars, they're having a hard time trying to pass tonight, too. So, not been the best race.
Eventually, he's going to get to these flat corners, and eventually Bristol's going to happen. And when it does, things will get super rough. It's just Bristol. You just never know what's going to happen. You cannot assume
See,
that you're going to have a lead.
this is the face of having Kyle Larson dominate like a stepsister. Kyle Larson is just dominant. It's stupid. So boring.
This groove starts to migrate towards the top, and that is proving to be difficult for Martin Tinley's good radio. And one other thing they said out there is that basically there was something that's fundamentally in the setup that's hurting him being able to run the top. They also told me that's been his weakness here, running that top crew. They're hoping the bottom crew.
So right now, Truex is +3 to the good. The ones that are being eliminated right now: Suarez, Gibbs, Harrison Burton, and Brad Keselowski. A lot of people are saying that Keselowski's going to have a good car for Bristol, but he has not shown a good car at all. He's got a little more than 200 laps to go in this race. So Larson is ahead by a second. So far ahead at Bristol. Truex second, Bubba Wallace third, Denny Hamlin fourth, Chase Briscoe fifth, Chase Elliott, no, that's Christopher Bell sixth, Chase Elliott seventh, Ryan Blaney eighth, Alex Bowman ninth, and Ross Chastain's in 10th. Suarez about to go another lap down. Can he battle Kyle Larson to keep from going 3 laps down? Has not been a good race for Daniel Suarez so far. We're under commercial break. And Chase Elliott's trying to pass Christopher Bell now. Bell does not have a good car now either. It's going to take Larson to have a bad pit stop if anyone's going to try to win this race on him. Which I guess that could happen. But Hendrick is pretty consistent on pit stops. I'm glad I bought this gaming chair. Because races like this, where it's super boring, I can just lay my head and almost fall asleep. You know what? Why not? I'm going to upload a short.
Test your battery regularly, and if you need a replacement, Napa has you covered. Full range of long-lasting, high-performing batteries designed to keep you moving.
There's nothing like a Memphis frost. It's cool. It's creepy.
Let's see. I want to make a short.
Wait, what? The one and only Frosty is a buck. Gotta be nice.
Ally has savings buckets to help you save for anything you want to buy. Because everyone has something to save for. Like that new car.
I am so bored.
Car supplies. Your delivery budget. Or even down payment on your
Dominating like Shannon Sharp.
Our savings buckets help you save for what matters most to you.
There we go.
Yeah, what about merchandise and one-of-a-kind race day experiences by the team NASCAR.com/Battle. Welcome back to Bristol. Big Nippy, Stickler Time, Jeff Burton, racing into the night here as we check out which drivers are on the move. Brought to you by Ashley Manager, and it is pretty simple who the best one is. It's car 12. That worth fought for Ted Penske of the reigning
like Shannon Sharp.
Series champion Ryan Blaney up 14 places.
I am so.
Nice work.
12th place. Made it to this race. After last week's wreck. Just needed a solid race. Didn't need to do anything spectacular, but doesn't need anything bad to have the dealer. If he does that, he can advance. Take his teammate Austin Cindric. Those guys just gotta stay on the highlights, right?
Below average qualifying, 15 Penske organizations. Yeah, for me, I expected them to get a little quicker. So I think their nerves were up at the beginning of the race, but you mentioned it on the move, right? So Blaine Canada up inside the top 10. Cindric not quite as high, he just passed Carson Osborne for 18. So, or I should say battling Carson Osborne for 18. Go back and forth.
I think it's hard to race if you're Austin Cindric. It's one of the hardest races you'll ever run because he came in here 43 points to the good. And you can't run well here without being aggressive. Right? But you can't afford to be aggressive. Don't need to be aggressive. Like those moves right there where you cut a guy off. That's just what
Okay, my short is uploaded. And I guess Kyle Larson's still the leader. Almost 2 freaking seconds. You gotta be kidding me. It's 315, less than 100 laps to go. Or 200 laps to go. Cannot wait until this race is over.
I am so. Dominating like Shannon Sharp.
All right, I uploaded that short, so that will probably be viral later. Well, Chase Elliott's top 5 in points, but that don't mean nothing because the points reset every round. Chase Elliott is gaining positions, though. Maybe Elliott can challenge Larson, please.
Bittersweet race. Driver swap. He'll be moving over to Reward Racing as you talked about earlier in the evening. Even here's Corey LaJoie trying to get his team inspired. Run one last time. He sets it down. So Spears
I am so.
Making the most of it. And much like LaJoie, Ryan Priest, the next non-playoff car behind him, Jeff, running in 12th. He had yet to get official word.
Dominating like Shannon Sharp.
SHR shutdown.
can't build an SHR car right well. And again, I continue to be impressed with this team.
So your top 10 right now is Larson, Truex Jr., Chase Briscoe is trying to challenge Denny Hamlin. Oh, it's going to be a 3-car battle between Truex, Briscoe, and Hamlin. They're all going to battle each other and let Larson win this race. Let's go. Briscoe trying to battle Truex. They're making it 3 wide. Chase Briscoe, and now Kyle Larson. Not Kyle Larson. Chase Elliott is trying to join the battle too. It's a 4-car battle. You have to see Briscoe gaining spots. It's going to hurt Truex into points. All right, so your top 10 right now. Well, Briscoe's trying to challenge Truex for second. Pretty much a four-car battle between second and fifth, as Larson has checked out and put on a clinic for the entire race. Caution's out! Yes! 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 Thank you, Corey LaJoy. I love you, Corey LaJoy. You're my favorite driver of all time. Thank you very much. The caution is out, and someone's going to challenge Kyle Larson. Thank you. Thank you. Yes!
Transitioning to Rick Ware Racing 4 next week's race in Kansas. Let's show you how it went down for LaJoy. With the middle there. Oh, man.
Oh, wow. Really got into the wall. I think he made contact with someone. Might have been Josh Berry. But he brought out the caution. Oh, no. We need Larson to have a bad stop, please.
This is what happens. That's what makes this place so difficult. It's the speed you're traveling. Close proximity. That's a shame.
So, yeah, Corey LaJoy in his last race with Spire Motorsports is going to end up as a wreck. He may be able to continue, but pretty much he's not going to get a good result out of this race. That car is toast.
He's going to need a series of cautions to try to find a way. If he can get himself to one lap down, somehow with some strategy, then maybe he can go gain some spots. Look where he is. He's only 2 points out. So what kind of strategy can they play? They have to be willing to gamble. But there's very little to lose. So if they gamble and they get it wrong, they end up getting 2 spots. So if I'm scoring,
All right. I think I almost lost my voice because I was so excited the caution came out. I can always count on Corey LaJoy to bring a caution out to make the race interesting. I was about to be driven insane by the Larson domination. Oh, Larson's pitting here. Yeah, pretty much the lead lap cars are pitting. But Larson's got a big buffer.
He was a tick loose in, but was pressing pretty hard that run. He wants that same condition to navigate through traffic. 4 tires in fuel, Kim.
You see Chase Briscoe in the middle. He's saying fired out tight, but it comes to it. The call is full. I believe.
All right, Elliott's away. 9.9 seconds. Come on, mess up the stop, please. Okay, a little slower for Larson, but I think he's still all right because he had a little bit of a buffer. Come on, maybe Truex or Hamlin have a good stop, please. Please, please. Oh, Hamlin with a 9-second stop. What a stop by Denny Hamlin. But it doesn't matter because Larson, with that dominant performance like Shannon Sharp a couple weeks ago, is in first off of pit road. But Briscoe with another bad pit stop. So not a good pit stop for Chase Briscoe. I'm going to fix the back of my chair because I think I broke it when I got so excited for Corey LaJoy wrecking and bringing out the caution at the same race. Okay, I'm back. All right, has anyone seen my reel? Just uploaded about 10 minutes ago. It's got 3 views. Hey, not bad.
As we welcome you back to Bristol, if you are a Martin Truex Jr. fan, there's Mass Pro Shops, Toyota. We don't have good news for you. He just apologized to his team.
So too fast entering for Martin Truex Jr.
The night was going so well.
Now he's got to work his way back up. But it's going to be difficult with how the passing is. That is so disappointing. We got Larson dominating and Truex messing up. Man, Truex is washed. He is washed.
Unfortunately, when I look at the points, the goal is you need to get back to second. And I know that's a tall task, but that's what the math is saying. A lot can happen, but where everyone is running, it's going to require around the second place finish. But 164 to go at Bristol. One of the big headline stories was can Denny Hamlin win 3?
All right, here we go. Hamlin, Larson, side by side. Green flags in the air. And Larson with the dominant restart, but Chase Elliott is going to be the superhero of the race, hopefully, and take second away from Denny Hamlin. Chase Elliott has found something in that car, and he's trying to catch up to the lead. But he'll have to pass Kyle Larson. That's the biggest task here. Oh, Bubba Wallace got really loose there, and he's going to lose a position to Denny Hamlin. He's about to lose another one to Christopher Bell. See, with Truex losing all those positions, that puts Suarez to the good and Gibbs out. But Ty Gibbs is trying to climb his way back, trying to pass Alex Bowman for a point position. Blaney and Bell really racing each other hard. Oh, man. Blaney and Bell, door to door. But Bell still staying ahead of Ryan Blaney. Ty Gibbs, with a penalty earlier, is gaining positions back, and he just passed William Byron, too. He's only 4 points behind Daniel Suarez now. And now I think it's because maybe Suarez lost another position or Briscoe did. I'm not sure. But now Gibbs is only 3 points behind Daniel Suarez. Truex is gaining a couple positions, though.
Bosch Truck Center's entry for Stuart Haas.
So your top 5 right now, we got Larson, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney. Christopher Bell's already advanced to the round of 12.
Frustration. They're in it together. It's not about blame. It's about
Truex still in this race, though. He just got to do a lot of work passing all these cars.
his job. You know, it's easy to say be conservative, run a mile an hour under, but if you do that all year long, you just will not compete for wins. You have to race every ounce of the race, both under yellow and under green. I'm going to give Jake Small and Mark Truex credit. There's been a lot of opportunities over the last 2 years where the blame game could have started, yet it never has. They kind of stuck arm in arm. They're battling. They're going to battle through these last 145 laps, and for sure the last 7 races of the season.
6 speed penalty of the year for Truex, and it could be the most costly. Still time to make it up.
Meanwhile, up the front, Kyle Larson has led now 300.
Yeah, Larson is like 2 seconds ahead of Chase Elliott. Unbelievable.
It was 15 years ago, Kyle Busch. We got a good view of the Cheetah Chevrolet further back there because he was the driver immediately ahead of Mark Truex Jr. Kyle is a little further back than where he would like to be in 27th place.
Combined drivers, you look at tracks they excel at, let me list you. Bristol, Darlington, Dover. Most times led by track.
Those are 3 drivers' racetracks without a doubt. He's doing some awesome driving here as the 14 of Chase Briscoe goes up and around Ryan Blaney. And he just keeps stomping his way forward. He's 7 points above the cut line at the moment as we race with 1:41 to go.
Oh, Suarez getting into Eric Jones. Wow. Suarez is actually going to lose some lap track time there. See what happened here.
There goes, just comes across the nose. Suarez is mad.
Yeah, trying to move him out of the way, and he couldn't.
Daniel's trying to stay alive in the playoffs. And he is
139 laps to go.
taking a really delicate line right now. And just 3 points above the elimination line.
I just want to see a caution. You know what? We need a caution again, or Larson gets to crash.
76 now.
He's been dominating too much.
Appreciate returning to the racetrack. Just trying to score as many points as you can, run as many laps. It was a Hendrick Motorsports 1-2 in qualifying. It's a Hendrick Motorsports 1-2 right now with Kyle Larson leading. Elliott.
Hopefully, Chase Elliott can do something. I want him to win this race. My reel's doing pretty good so far. I'm shocked.
50 Cent bonus wings on 2.
All right, we're back from commercial break. So let's see. Your top 10 is Patrick Mahomes, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe, Ryan Blaney, Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs, Alex Bowman, and William Byron, your top 10. Michael McDowell, 11th, Ross Chastain, 12th, 13th, Ryan Preece, 14th, Noah Gragson, 15th, Chris Buescher, 16th, Austin Cindric, 17th, Carson Hocevar, 18th, Zane Smith, 19th, Tyler Reddick, 20th, Daniel Hemrick, 21st, Austin Dillon, 22nd, AJ Allmendinger, 23rd, Justin Haley, and 24th, Martin Truex Jr., who is in the back because of a penalty. 25th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 26th, Brad Keselowski, who is back on the lead lap. Kyle Busch, 1 lap down, 27th. 28th, Todd Gilliland. 29th, Joey Logano. 30th, Josh Berry. Those 3 cars are 2 laps down. Eric Jones, 31st, and Daniel Suarez, 32nd, both 3 laps down. 33rd, John Nemechek. 34th, Josh Bolicki. 35th, Corey LaJoy, who's out of the race. Casgrala. I think he's out of the race. Casgrala is in 36th, and in 37th, Harrison Burton. Well, I think was back on the track, but pretty much his championship is over. Brag about camera angles, NASCAR, and you don't fix your damn racing. Only got 125 laps to go. Can they make it to the end? I think they can. Oh no, this has been a disappointment. I'm gonna be honest. Won't be if Chase Elliott wins, obviously, but it's not been that exciting. Maybe around the bubble it's been exciting, but not for the race lead. It's been exciting. Hasn't been exciting. All right. Larson trying to put Eric Jones 4 laps down. He's already put Suarez 4 laps down. But Elliott is closing in on Larson. But I think it's because Elliott is caught up to, and Larson too is caught up to lap traffic. So Larson ahead by a second and a half, and you got Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, and Chase Briscoe. Look at that. Larson's minus 575 winning this race. It's insane. $117 to go. Larson still dominating. He's been pulling away super easy on restarts, too. I think someone's going to have to rough him up on the restart. Someone's going to have to literally bump into him to actually battle him. I mean, when was the last time we've had this dominant performance? And Larson has extended that gap again. Never mind about Chase Elliott trying to win because no one wants to beat Kyle Larson today.
Performance-wise for Tyler Reddick, points-wise, it's been good enough to this point. 116 above the cut line for Reddick. We've been struggling with handling those far all evening long, Parker. And bad news for Martin Truex Jr. That team has made zero headway.
Yeah, Truex is not gaining any ground. He's likely going to be eliminated. That sucks. Corey LaJoy got into Logano, so he also caused somebody to wreck, too. At least caused Joey to wreck. He's one of my least favorite drivers, so well, at least something good happened tonight. Almost 100 laps to go. Right now, Suarez is 4 points ahead of Ty Gibbs. But Ty Gibbs is slowly gaining spots. Yeah, I mean, we're not really having battle for the lead, but we are kind of having battle for the bubble. By the way, Christopher Bell has passed Denny Hamlin for third. Can anyone challenge Larson? No, they can't because Larson's ahead by 3 seconds now. He's got more of a lead than he had the last run. Oh, my God. Kidding me. I'm telling you. Larson's probably going to get an L1 penalty for how dominant his car is. It's stupid. It's so stupid. This is truly the race from down under. Besides the Atlanta race when Logano won. Anything can happen in 97 laps, so. Everybody was hyping it up. Bristol elimination race. Bristol's known for having great races. Bull crap. Literally nothing interesting besides maybe the bubble going on and maybe some annoying lap traffic. Other than that, it has not been exciting. It's been boring. Oh, Suarez Oh, Denny Hamlin almost got into Suarez there.
Maybe yesterday we saw those fans up against the fence. They had that sign. They said, all I'd like for my 50th birthday is a Martin Truex Jr. victory. Well, there was one point where they looked possible tonight.
And Larson's about to lap Martin Truex Jr. Martin Truex Jr. is washed, though. There's no way he's going to. I mean, we were all crazy thinking he may advance in the next round. I was wanting him to advance in the next round. Heck, I even predicted he would advance in the next round. But the entire season, he's just been a big disappointment. I mean, besides 2017, every season, Martin Truex Jr. has been a disappointment.
How long have I been out here?
12 minutes. And for the mountains.
I don't know, just stupid. This race, I don't know.
Hey guys, I'll be replacing the windshield. Can we get in there with you? New cars come with cameras that can control your automatic braking systems and lane departures, which do need to get recalibrated to get your windshield replaced.
You get a crack in your windshield, something went through a safe light repair, safe light replace.
Pod's biggest sale of the summer is ending. Save up
Yes,
to
sir.
25% on moving and storage until September 23rd. And see why Pod's has been trusted with over 6 million voters.
Oh, Truex has gotten back by Larson, though. Trying to stay alive. Hey, Truex, if you can do us all a favor and maybe take out Larson, maybe, I'll be happy.
Hey, Flo. Ooh, leg warmers.
Thanks. They're just a right to work. They're not part of the official meeting.
No tunes today?
No, my apartment was rocked last night. Took my cable-ready TV, VCR, portable cassette player.
Yeah, all the latest tech.
It's only the resident renter's insurance, like their home insurance.
And we can bundle our cars.
Yeah, Truex is still trying to stay ahead of Larson, though.
We could have suspended that. It's the best
But the race is about to be over.
This is my first chance. I'm so excited.
Oh, we almost had a caution there. I think Truex almost moved Bilicki out of the way, but trying to stay ahead of Larson, but he just can't stay ahead of Larson. Because Larson has got like Hulk Hogan steroids, number 5. This is insane. Okay, how is that possible if John Hunter Nemechek has the fastest lap with how dominant Larson's been? Doesn't make sense. Makes 0 sense.
See, Truex was passed by Larson. Now Truex a lap down. Truex driving away. I'm sorry, Larson driving away from Truex.
Please be a caution.
Larson's on the inside.
I'd love a caution.
Foley Racing, who finished 10th in the Xfinity Series race last night. So 80 to go from here. And the numbers are just staggering, Steve, for Larson. 381, about to be 382 laps left. Just in a league of his own.
Yeah, but like almost 3.5 seconds, Larson is ahead. It's so stupid.
He knows it's been like that too, so he's got to.
You know what? Let's go for your top 10 again. We got Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, Ryan Blaney, Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs, Alex Bowman, Michael McDowell, Ross Chastain, Ryan Preece, William Byron, Chris Buescher, Noah Gragson, Austin Cindric, Austin Dillon, Zane Smith, Carson Hosford, Tyler Reddick, and top 20th. I meant to tell you your top 10, but I told you your top 20. Truex is already a lap down because Kyle Larson just put him a lap down. So pretty much, it looks like, although Suarez is having a bad race, this could be his night to advance.
Let's continue the conversation about the three-way dot bomb machine of Daniel Suarez, Marty.
Daniel Suarez told Max regards to his crew chief. He said, we're better, but not much. So there's the answer to what you guys were asking. And they did tell him, hey, those two spots in front of you, those are pole positions. So if you can go.
Oh, Chase Elliott has got it down to 2 seconds, though. I think Larson's having a difficult time trying to pass AJ Allmendinger, though. So that might be why Elliott's getting closer. Elliott might have found something. Yeah, Elliott's gaining by little. They're Larson maybe just giving me hope, though, because it went from being exciting as a Chase Elliott fan, and now ever since Texas, it's been miserable. I mean, it was miserable last year because he didn't race for a quarter of the season and he missed playoffs. But hey, Elliott is gaining. He's gaining. He may have something for Larson. But I swear, if Larson drives him dirty. Come on, Chase. Yeah, Larson's now having a harder time trying to get past lap traffic here. But Elliott is starting to close. But he's still a second back from Larson. With 68 laps to go. Yeah, Elliott is slowly closing the gap, but will be enough to catch up to him before the end of the race because laps go by fast here at Bristol. Oh, man. Come on. Well, it looks like from his onboard, he's having a hard time getting through traffic, so that might be why. Oh, never mind. The gap is open back up. Elliott's now behind, has lost like a half a second on Larson. My goodness. Yeah, Brad Keselowski has to pit soon, so he won't be advancing. So that leaves only Truex Gibbs to try to advance into the playoffs, but Truex is not really passing any cars. Gibbs, he was passing cars, but he's not now. Yeah, Larson's got like 400 laps led. Ridiculous his speed.
being the car to beat. Hey, remember this 31 car is 21st place, so that shows you how good of a run Kyle Larson's had.
Yeah, it's pretty much kind of like, I mean, Elliott is picking up a little bit because Larson's struggling with traffic, but then he opens it back up.
16 points above the top line. With 57 laps
It's not been the best race at all.
to go, my eyes are on the 54.
At least I hope the Packers game's better tomorrow. We are going against the Titans. I wonder if they're going to sit Jordan Love or is he going to play this week. But I'm excited to see the game tomorrow. Okay, there's Brad making his final pit stop.
Should come out behind Suarez. Suarez got a more comfortable margin. Really not by doing anything other than running his own race. And they're going to have new tires. And they're going to have a lot of pace here. So how many laps can they get back? Todd Gilliland as well as Keselowski.
But Keselowski could have fresher tires and no one else is pitting, but there's not really much time. Yeah, so Larson just put Tyler Reddick one lap down. Oh, man. Race has been boring.
He's the only guy 3 laps down. With the 99, so he doesn't have many positions to lose.
Yeah, and Larson's open up. It's like when once Elliott closes, Larson opens it up. It's like that time I was league racing against Shotgun. If you think that's familiar, if you think he's familiar from like league racing I did a couple years ago, I would try to catch up so hard, and he would just open the gap and just get my hopes up. I mean, that's been what this entire race has been like. It's like it's giving you hope that it's going to be a good race. It's going to be exciting. And nope, Larson dominating the entire day. This race has just been ass. Very ass. But Suarez is really trying to battle Ty Gibbs to keep him from trying to make up more ground to gain more points. Suarez may be a lap down, but he is trying everything to keep the others in the competition from gaining more points. But Gibbs has lost a point now. He's 5 behind. And Hamlin and Bell battling for third. I'm going to lose some fantasy points now. Why not? Because this race has been terrible. Oh, my gosh. Race has been awful. I literally cannot wait until this race is over or someone brings out a caution. Like, I don't care. I don't care if NASCAR throws the caution for no reason, honestly, because this race has been just so crappy.
This is just not going away. The 99 and the 54. It is a tight battle in the 41 car.
Yeah, Daniel Suarez actually prevails to stay ahead of Ty Gibbs.
So now that's a position loss for Ty Gibbs. Now he's 6 points behind. The Ty's car is going the wrong way, and in front of Ty Gibbs, there's no one. I mean, the next guy, look, there's right here. Yeah. issues. Tell us more, Kim.
Yeah, you heard him say it, Blues, but we have to look at this round collectively, and that's what QT Chris Gale told me. They should have gotten more points in Atlanta. He said he felt like they left 10 points on the table, and then he was honest and said our scores were not as good as they should have been last weekend at Watkins Glen. So they take some responsibility and collectively looking at this round. Tied very good here, had an early speeding penalty, but right now, Marty sits 6 points below that elimination line.
Okay, this is fascinating. Go in 30th, 3 laps down, advance to the next round. Here was the update a moment ago to Daniel Suarez.
I did a good on the 54. They're working hard right behind him here. NASCAR was going to pass his way up the road. Need to go right to the end. That's a critical part.
And I go back to what they did in the
Oh, man.
in this round. They came in with a 36-point cushion. Could that save Daniel Suarez tonight? And Steve, what a spotter make just a moment ago. He said it's critical. It goes green to the end for us on the 99. Why is that?
Well, because they don't understand the situation, but the problem is, as soon as you get a yellow, the 99, as Jeff has pointed out, can only find 2 or 3 points.
I want a caution, please. I want a caution. This race has already been so terrible. I just want a caution to happen. And Ty Gibbs, he's not doing good either. He's lost a few positions. So looks like Suarez could be good now. Good thing for Suarez, he's had 2 good races. $30 laps to go. And those are going to go by fast. Basically 10 laps to go if you're on a regular track.
Said as a driver, you want direction, and they're doing that with the 99 of Suarez, trying to give him the hope.
I mean, this has got to be one of the most boring races I have watched.
This is the reality of the situation. Lots of laps.
What's up? You're probably having more fun than I am right now watching this monstrosity of a Bristol race. It's been awful. No passing. No battling for the lead, just Larson completely whipping butt. Nah, we do need to cause a caution. I don't care, Jeff Burton. I just want a caution to happen. Please. Larson's only got 25 laps to go now. Getting closer to finishing this assault on the field. 4 seconds ahead of Chase Elliott. I mean, honestly, you'd only see this stuff in like the car tomorrow. And probably during 2018. It's just, he's so dominant. Man, I cannot wait till this race is over. But at least the Packers and Titans game is on tomorrow, so I'll be excited to see something. Yeah, so if Gibbs losing positions, that gives Suarez 10 spots to the good. So that means I was wrong on my predictions of, I think, Gibbs and Truex Jr. advancing, because they're not. Yeah, Focus taking away my fantasy points by passing Christopher Bell. Thank you very much. Denny Hamlin. I just need Larson to have a flat tire and Chase Elliott win this race. I mean, honestly, that'd make up for it being so bad if somehow Elliott can win.
Choose your battles for these next 19 laps.
He said they could do it, and he's driving his way towards the round of 12, and then looking towards the rest of the 2024.
Yep, Larson is.
And look at this.
Honestly,
The driver trying to make it in.
honestly, there's like two races going on. One, it's only Larson and himself right now. Larson. There's no one that's been able to battle Larson all day. He's just been dominant. So Larson's probably going to win this race if there is no caution. But Chase Elliott will win the second race if he stays in second. Larson just lapped Ty Gibbs. Oh, boy.
Think about the nights, right? Both Gibbs and Truex Jr., the first two drivers below the top line, both had hope to eliminate this 99. Both speeding off their road, the 54 earlier in the race, and that team is Joey Grayson's teammate later in the race.
10 laps left, but I mean, anything could happen.
With 14 laps to go, 12 cars on the lead lap. So it's going to be a very tough Sunday. And you had the guy you had to beat, one of the guys you had to beat finished 30th. And you couldn't find a way to do it. That is going to be.
I mean, honestly, this race has just been a joke. I'm serious. But I guess you have some of those type of races in NASCAR sometimes. We've all had to live through the big three: Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, and Martin Truex Jr. Those years. Well, I guess we can get through this race. But then Kansas. Kansas should be exciting. I hope. Yeah, Larson is ahead of Elliott by 5 seconds. Basically like F1. Larson's basically pulling a Max Verstappen right now.
So there was contact between the 99 and the 43. Suarez and Jones, and now it's Gibbs and Jones getting after it.
Yeah, Gibbs basically has to get up to second now to gain some points. But that's not going to happen.
Frustration boiling over behind the wheel of the 54. What a year this year has been for Daniel Suarez. If things stay as they are, he will make it. He will make it to the round of 12.
Yeah, Larson's only got a few laps now.
He got married. He won a race, a NASCAR stock car race in Brazil, and became a United States citizen. And could drive his way from 30th. It's a wacky story from 30th into the round of 12. If you can do that, maybe it just feels like it's your year. Yes. Maybe it just feels like, hey.
Yeah, Larson's only got a couple laps to go, and then he wins.
Every team is going to have a bad race. Every team is going to have struggles. It is.
He's got one more lap.
You got to find a way to overcome it when things aren't going well. But advancing makes it feel like your year, leading over 460 laps and winning the race. That's going to be just an absolute huge step of motivation. Let's listen to the time of Larson.
Yep, Larson already won on the on an onboard view. I'm actually happy for this race to be over, honestly.
He's going to do it again next year as well. He will do the
1 lap to go for Kyle Larson. The glazing's going to be generational. Final lap for Kyle Larson. Suarez just taking care of it now. And Larson wins at Bristol. Never run this package again, NASCAR. Never run this package again. So, that means Daniel Suarez survives, running 30th the entire race, and makes it into the playoffs. Ty Gibbs had it down to just 3 points behind Suarez, but did not have the car to advance. So, I guess for bubble drivers, it might have been interesting there. But for the race winner and the entire race concerned, it was just horrible. I mean, I'm glad it's over. And Truex Jr., playoff hopes are over. Keselowski and Harrison Burton's playoff hopes are over. If only Truex did not speed on pit road, he would probably be in the playoffs. But because of that, he is not. Kyle Larson has won the race. Yeah, man, this race just sucked. It was awful. Congratulations to Kyle Larson. He earned this race. It's just a shame that no one had the car to able to battle him. It was just horrible. I mean, I'm glad it's over. I am glad it is over. Maybe NASCAR, they take this race and rewatch it. And that's cool. He's celebrating with Owen Larson. But anyways. But maybe. But maybe NASCAR takes this race and rewatches it and see what they can fix with the package here. Because the racing was just awful. Well, I cannot wait till next week for Kansas Speedway to open up the round of 12. And hopefully we can get some better racing there. All right. See you guys later. What an awful race.